All right, am I here? Sound, testing, testing. Woohoo! I am. Oh my God, it's been forever. It kind of has been forever. How's everybody doing? I am so happy to be here. I'm a little high on caffeine as well. I've drunk two coffees, and I'm on my third one right now. So it's going to be a fairly active and energetic live stream, I think. I want to hear from the folks on the chat if anyone fancies saying hi. How's everyone doing? It's been quite a while. It's been, let me check my records. The last live stream was in March. Yeah, so for those of you who are part of the Discord server and we have conversations offline, etc., you probably know that my life has gotten a little complicated and I've had a few personal things going on. But hopefully, well, also, if you follow us on the Discord server, you may know that I was recently on a long deserved vacation. I just came back from the Caribbean. And I don't know if you know this as well, but I'm a huge scuba diver. So I was actually getting my instructor scuba diving certification back in Roatan, a small island in the Honduran Caribbean. Oh, can I actually send you a photo? Can I share a photo with you? Where can I do this? Oh, I guess I can do that here. Yes, I can do this here. So that was me the other day. This was literally 2 days ago in the Caribbean. My house was like right over here. This was the pier where I was go scuba diving. And wait. Let me show you. I have a photo somewhere. I have a really cool photo somewhere. Where do I have that photo? Huh? Where do I have that photo? Oh, here. Ah, ah, how cool is that? That's me. That's my diving equipment. Yeah. So I may actually post on Instagram about this. I'm really happy. So now, if you want, we can meet and then I can teach you parametric design, but I can also teach you scuba diving. Yep, that just happened. Okay. So wait. But let's get back to things in order. Oh, I see the chat is booming. That's too. Hello, Bella. Bella, is that Bella from Beegraphy? Hi. It's been a while. I know. Learning from Beegraphy, actually. Oh, so very good to see you learning. We're gonna talk a lot about Beegraphy today. Teslim, Jimoh. I'm not sure that we have met before, but welcome to the channel. Adita. Oh, I think that's Adita from Beegraphy as well, correct? Yes. I can't see any tan learning. Well, let me show you. Hold on. Can you see? I don't know if you can tell. This is my tan and this is no tan. Can you? How do influencers do this? Yep, you see the original skin color, tan. This is my dive watch, by the way. This is what I wear when I'm in the water to know the depth, water temperature, know the compression time limits, all that stuff. Yeah. So, all right, beautiful. All 30 people in the live stream. That's quite an audience. Well, welcome everyone. Let's start with the basics. One, two, three. Hello, welcome. This is Jose Luis here at Parametric Camp. This is a YouTube channel where we do a lot of live tutorials on computational design. We like a lot to use computational tools like computer programming, like visual programming languages, etc., for the purpose of creative projects. I typically call myself computational designer, creative technologist, many things. I have a background in architecture, for those of you who don't know me, but these days I focus more on computational creativity. or in other words, how to use technology, and in particular computation, to make cool stuff, basically. So what we do in this channel, if you're new, we basically go live and then we just record tutorials here live together in the company of this beautiful community that keeps growing and growing every day. We actually have now, what is it? 19,000 followers on the channel. I don't even know. I didn't even know that there were like 19,000 people in the world that were interested in these things. I am humbled and honored that we have such a strong interest in the work that we do. So if you want to learn more, we have social media, etc., etc. We're particularly active on Instagram, and we have a Discord server that we use to keep the conversation going throughout the week when we're not live streaming. So the link to that Discord server is in the description of this live stream right now. People also post Grasshopper questions, code questions, sometimes even Python questions. Yeah, you know. And other people help each other. It's a really nice community. I'm very proud of my fellow campers. And if you also want to know when we go live, we typically go live on Friday mornings, US East Coast time. So we typically go live around 9 a.m. my time in Boston. I live in Boston. But today I had a medical appointment in the morning, so we are starting a little later than usual. And if you want to know when we go live, there's a link to a Google Calendar that you can subscribe to, and you will see notifications and events whenever we go live. Okay? I also typically post on the Discord server like, hey, we're going to go live on Friday, and we're going to be doing so and so. Okay? Beautiful. Sharuk, welcome. It's a good to meet you. I don't know that we've met before, but yes. All right. So, what are we going to do today? All right. So, this is very cool. So, if you're in the parametric modeling world, you are probably familiar with Grasshopper. Maybe you have used Dynamo, etc., etc. But there is this new tool that has been under development for the past year and a half, 2 years, that is called Beegraphy, and that is a purely online parametric modeling editor that also comes with a marketplace. It's a really, really interesting project. We actually did a live stream a while ago when the project was in a very, very early alpha and we were giving it a try. But the Beegraphy folks reached out to me recently to tell me that there had been a lot of development, that the tool is much more refined these days. So I want to circle back and take a look at what Beegraphy looks like, what it can do, and I would actually like to do that in the company of like-minded people like us. We may use the live streams, we may use today as a way to explore and take a look at what's going on and tinker around and make a few parametric models, etc. For me to learn, for all of us to. So I would actually, today is going to be a fairly interactive live stream. So those of you in the chat, you're more than welcome to ask me questions and like, hey, try to do so and so, and we can just try together, right? And so we're going to use today to explore the tool. And I think what we will do is that we will use the next live stream to record a couple videos, like more formal videos on, hey, like welcome, check Beegraphy, this is what it does, and maybe one video where we go through building a full parametric model of some kind. I'm thinking the Holocaust Memorial, just because we've done it in so many other forums that it kind of feels right to try it now with this new tool, you know? And therefore we can compare how different tools, the differences and the advantages and disadvantages, etc., etc. I also want to use this live stream today to announce something very cool, which is that the Beegraphy folks recently launched a parametric modeling competition. So if you are already familiar with parametric modeling, I very strongly suggest that you check their competition, because there's actually prize money and there's awards and there's a jury which I'm part of, etc., etc. So actually, so let me show some of that. Where are we? Yes, here. So these are some slides that the Beegraphy folks sent me. So they just launched a design award for parametric modeling. All right, it was launched a couple of weeks ago. It's free. It's open to everyone because they have so many categories, and because their tool is relatively new. We anticipate that there's not going to be a lot of competition, or maybe not that many entries, or maybe now that we're talking about this, there's going to be a lot of entries. I don't know. But uh, uh, the point here is to say that there might be there's a high chance that if you participate and that you submit something of quality, that you may get some recognition in the competition. All right. My understanding is that there is one big prize for professionals. There's another big prize for students. And please, Lernik, Bella, and Adita, correct me if I'm just saying something wrong. And there are runner-ups for people who didn't make the top, but the project is very good. And then there is one prize per category for the best in the category. And actually, speaking of categories, so this is the page with. I'm gonna paste this on the chat right now. All right, can people on the chat see the link? Because YouTube is a little weird when you post links on the chat. I think chatters cannot post links, but I think as the moderator, I can post link. Is that true? Can you see? Can somebody verify that you are seeing the link on the chat? Yes, we can see the link. Fantastic. Thank you. Beautiful. So this is the main announcement page for the competition, and you can see that here they introduce Beegraphy, and they talk a lot about the state of the art in parametric modeling, etc. Also, really nice job, guys, the Beegraphy people, with the design of things and the colorings and the renderings. I actually like it a lot. And you can also see that there are 10 categories like jewelry, lighting, furniture, do-it-yourself, fashion, jewelry, facades, etc., etc. So if you actually have particular expertise on any of these fields, you may already have some kind of advantage, right? There are here broken down some of the requirements. Again, I want to stress out that this is a free competition. You don't have to pay an entry, which is how some other competitions kind of make business, which is a questionable practice. Anyway, so here are all the instructions, and it's actually very, very cool. Liam, hi. Hey, Debak, it's been a while. Good to see you. Mesrad, good to see you too. So yeah, and then the awards are going to be awarded by a panel of experts, and I feel weird saying expert because I'm over there as well. But I really look up to the work of many of the people who are here. Some of them are actually good friends. So I'm really happy to be in such company and to help figure out. I'm sorry, I'm blocking Mohammed. But yes, I'm very happy that the Beegraphy folks were actually able to gather such a strong pool of talent to judge and to be the jury for these competitions. So before we go into actually checking out Beegraphy, which we haven't yet, I want to record a small video that we're going to use for. I want to record a small video for that we're going to edit and we're going to post right away on the channel on Monday. Okay, so bear with me. How are we going to do this video? This video is going to be a very short video. It has to be like 1 minute, because that's actually, I don't know if you do YouTube analytics or whatever, but very short videos are very popular in YouTube. They get a lot of attention, and then they're very easy to turn into shorts as well, which I haven't done a lot. But anyway, so let's do so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hi, breaking news. I'm going to introduce the Beegraphy Design Awards. Ben, Beegraphy is an online computational tool, and then I'm going to go back to here, and then I'm going to say what it is about, and then I'm going to go back then to the page with the announcement. I'm going to scroll over to the conditions. I'm going to talk about the categories, and then I'm going to go back here, and then I'm going to discuss the awards, and I'm going to introduce the panel, and then I'm going to go back here and tell people to go and check Beegraphy. That's what I think I'm going to do. Okay? Okay, so bear with me. Okay, let's do this. Hello, hello, hello. This is Jose Luis here at Parametric Camp, and I have breaking news for you. I would like to announce and to help announce the Beegraphy Design Awards. All right, what is Beegraphy? So many of you may or may not be familiar with, but there's this really cool new project called Beegraphy, which is basically an online parametric modeler that is purely web-based. Okay, so imagine Grasshopper, but purely on your browser. Okay, so the folks at Beegraphy have announced a new competition where what they would like to do is they would like to, for parametric modelers and designers and experts to join the competition and submit really cool designs. Okay, so this competition is open for everyone. It's free. You don't have to enter it. You don't have to pay money to enter. It launched a couple weeks ago, and I believe the deadline is going to be early August of 2024. All right, there are 10 categories. So if you have a particular expertise, let me go to the announcement page. So this is the announcement page. The link to this announcement is going to be in the description of this video. And you can see that if you scroll down, there is a lot of description about what Beegraphy is, the state of the art of the industry, and that it explains that in Beegraphy, there's the competition. There's going to be 10 different categories, which involve art, lighting, furniture, do-it-yourself, jewelry, structures, facade elements, etc., etc. So if you have particular expertise or you want to practice one of these particular categories, it's really suited for honing down on your particular expertise. Okay, so there's these 10 categories. There's an overall pool of $7,000 in prize money, which I believe is split down in one big prize of $1,500 for a professional winner, one big prize of $1,500 for a student winner. Then there's going to be 3 runner-ups, and then there's going to be 1 winner per category. Okay, so there is a panel of experts or people who are sorry, I'm blocking Mohammed here. People who are going to be evaluating these submissions, myself included. All right, and I'm very happy to be part of such a wonderful panel of experts in this field. So what I want to say is I want to strongly invite you to consider submitting a proposal to the competition, because there's a lot of categories, there's a lot of prizes, there's a lot of chances for you to get some kind of recognition for your work from the tool. And it's also a very good excuse to try out a product that I think is very promising and that it may have the potential to disrupt the way we do parametric modeling using a web-based tool. Okay, so if you want to learn more, go to the announcement. Again, the link is going to be in the competition, and I'm going to be posting very soon a couple videos that are going to introduce you to how Beegraphy as a parametric modeling editor works. So check back with the channel, because there will be a couple videos on an introductory exploration to the tool. Okay, good luck with the competition, and I hope to see your work over there, and I hope to be able to have a very difficult time deciding who should get these recognitions, because the quality of their work is going to be so great. Okay, thank you very much, and see you around in the competition and in the other videos. Bye bye. Beautiful. Okay, I feel very accelerated. I've definitely drank way too much coffee today. Oh boy. All right. Any questions or comments or ideas about the competition before we move on to actually checking out Beegraphy? Any questions? Alrighty. So let me then get so again, that video that I just recorded, we will trim it and edit it, and I will post it on the YouTube channel, probably Monday morning. All right. There was no robotics category, right? Yeah, but that feels like a little too niche. I don't know. Does Beegraphy allow scripting with C# or Python like Grasshopper does too? Ooh, that's a very good question. So my understanding is that they do have some kind of scripting tool embedded in it, but that it is currently under development, and that they needed to fix a couple bugs that were going on, but there will be code within the app. Otherwise, Lernik, Bella, or Adita, who are in the live stream right now, I think they can correct me on that. Exactly, the plugin manager. Yep, beautiful. Can I take the chance to invite the Beegraphy folks to consider JavaScript as the programming language of choice? Because it's web-based, so it kind of makes sense, right? Why use Python in the browser? It just feels weird. Yeah. All right. Robotics for dynamic structures. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yes. Or the open innovation. That also makes a lot of sense too. Beautiful. Like a robotic arm with a kinematic, and like a pick and place thing. That would be really cool. Beautiful. Oh yeah, Lernik. Thank you. You just made my day. Yes, Lernik is announcing right now that JavaScript will be the default scripting language for scripting within Beegraphy. I'm totally gonna jump on making videos on that as soon as the feature is available. All right, so, okay, sorry, wrong button. Okay, so let's get to Beegraphy. All right, so as I said before, most of this live stream is going to be exploration. I haven't touched Beegraphy in a year and a half at least, and they tell me that there's been a lot of progress and tons of improvements. So I'm going to treat this as if I didn't know the product at all. Okay. I know I actually thought that could be the case, and I had Chrome here as a backup. So I'm happy to switch to Chrome. It's just that I don't know how to make Beegraphy dark mode because I don't use Chrome that often, so I don't have it properly configured. Is there any way where I can switch to dark mode without needing to set up my Chrome as settings about Chrome? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's matching your computer exactly. Yeah, but I have a capped version of Chrome. So for those of you who wonder why I use Firefox, I have all these fears about Chrome and Google harvesting all my data, etc., etc. So I barely use Chrome. I only use it for development. Because if anyone is to harvest my data, I'd rather a non-profit like the Mozilla Foundation does it. Anyway, paranoia. Big brother paranoia. Okay, but I'm happy to do Chrome instead. So, okay, so again, as I was saying, I'm going to treat this as if I had not, as if I didn't know the product whatsoever. And what I want to do in this live stream is just try to build a couple models and see what do we find, how it compares to other tools that we might be more familiar with, etc., etc. Settings, appearance, mode, is that in... Yeah, but I don't have appearance because I think I am in some kind of guest version of... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, okay, so let's give it a try. So, as I said, I think Beegraphy has two main modes. It has right now editor and it has market. Market is basically a way of placing models that people have built parametrically in Beegraphy and making them accessible via a simple UI. So, for example, let's say you have this 3D, 2D bench parametric model, all right? So you can make people, you can allow people to use it and change the model by just giving them the model and giving them the parameters. So for example, the amount of vertical partitionings, the amount of horizontal shelves, how long is this going to be? How short is this going to be? The height of the thing, the width of the thing, right? Do I want 2D or 3D view? Oh, wait, actually breaks down into the fabrication panels. That's pretty neat. This model is pretty nice. So this, I cannot stress how awesome this is. So I believe Shape Diver had a similar version where you could upload a grasshopper definition and then they would give you an UI wrapping that grasshopper definition, and then you would define which sliders and which parameters are surfaced by the AI. But here with Beegraphy, it looks like it's native. So there's probably a way to just take your model and then just publish it as something that shows up in the market, which is very, very cool. So this, obviously, this opens the door for people to now create parametric models, and now you have the 2D layout, you have all the parts here, and it looks like I can download this file, export option, for example, DXF. Let's say I wanted to laser cut this. So I'm gonna download this, it's gonna show up here, and then I'm going to open Rhino, for example. What am I doing? Oh, wrong Rhino. Oh, okay. Okay. Rhino. Okay. Rhino. I hadn't opened Rhino in so long that I was trying to open Rhino 6. And then where did I download that? It's in downloads. This. So I'm going to open the file. Yes, and yes, and yes. And boom! I just downloaded the layout for those shelves with the cutouts. So this, I cannot stress how awesome this is, because this is the promise of parametric modeling for all, for real. So now you can make a model and then people can download the model right away, because this was a 2D model for laser cutting, for example, but I'm assuming we can also download, for example, let's assume that I wanted to download the 3D model, the 3D version. If, let's say I wanted to 3D print this, right? I can also download this, and I'm going to download it as an STL, high polygon count, right? And then now, if I go back here, I'm going to drop the STL, and I don't want to save anything. Yes, 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 and boom. I have the STL model that I could 3D print, right? So this is very, very freaking awesome. Can I say freaking on YouTube? Yes, I'm gonna say freaking awesome, because you probably don't want to 3D print a shelf, but if there's any other models that are more like, you know, like this kind of stuff is 3D printable. I don't know, this kind of stuff is 3D printable. So this is pretty cool, actually. Okay. So I don't know yet how do we make the connection between the editor and the market. I guess we can find that out in a second. But the fact that there is a market, and a market with online models published by, I think the Thingiverse started including some of that. The Thingiverse is more of a static repository of 3D models, but they started incorporating like some very, very minimal parametric tweaking of the models, but this is like the real thing. And besides Shape Diver, which I think does something similar, but it's Grasshopper based, you have to upload a Grasshopper definition. This is probably native, so which is really, really cool. So what about the editor? So let me take a look at the editor. I don't have any models right now. I did have an account. I created an account this morning. So let me create a model. So what is this model going to be? Test 01 live, for example. And I have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh, it's opening. Ooh, ooh, nice. So it looks like I have a viewport window that I can rotate here. Oh, and thank you for making the clicking and the panning intuitive. I hate switching between 3D software, 3D modeling software, and figuring out which one is panning, which one is zooming, which one is orbiting. It looks very nice. So, and then it looks like here I have what's probably the editor window. So if I double click here, I have a bunch of, so for example, can I make a box? Box by center. Okay, oop, a box. And a box showed up. Woo, nice. And the box, what? I click, wait, let's, okay, so I have the origin. So let me now create a point. Construct point by coordinate. And the phrasing is very similar to Grasshopper, which I'm grateful for because I come from Grasshopper and I'm very used to it. There's a cable here. And then what about a slider? Range input. Okay, so it's not called slider, but it's called range input. That's fine. Minimum, maximum, 100 and step. Yeah. So, yep, this works. And can I copy paste this? Yes. Beautiful. So then that and that. So I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say 5 here. I'm gonna say 0. Let me do 0 actually. Okay. Beautiful. And then what about, I think this is a little too much. So I'm going to say, what about, yes. So now I'm going to width, oops, yeah, 0 width. Was that an error? Oh, interesting. The value should be, oh, this is very nice. This way of, this error messaging. That's actually pretty nice. Okay. So here, the length, and then the height, and I still get the length should be greater, yes. Okay, so here, and then the height should be greater. Beautiful. Okay, we have a parametric box. Nice. And I can move it to center. I can move it. Let me redo this. So this is going to be from -10 to +10. All right, this feels very intuitive actually. And I copy and paste, and I copy and paste. Okay, and now I move it back and forth, back and forth. Okay, alrighty. Okay, we have a parametric box, folks. Woohoo! All right, I'm liking it. So, and look at this. If I click on the box here, it centers here. Oh my God, that is genius. That is genius. Where are you, Learning? I don't know who did that. 100 points for that. I cannot tell you the amount of times I was in Grasshopper and I was like, oh my God, where is that thing that I'm seeing on the screen? Where is that on the definition? Can I do that with the point? The point is probably inside the box, so I can't really touch it, right? Yeah. That's genius. Huge thumbs up for that. Yeah. The more, yes, very good. Okay, now can I turn off the visualization? Yes, hide shorted list, delete, no. Yeah, okay, and this is grayed out, which makes sense. Oh, wait, what is this? Left align, right align, vertical evenly. Ooh, nice. Create a group. Oh, okay. So, coordinates of the box center. Nice. This is making my OCD very happy. Add to group, remove from group, create component. Create component. What is create component? Oh, so it crunches. I see. Can I undo that? Ooh, I cannot undo that. How can I undo that? I guess, can I undo this component? Disable. No. Okay. Long time no see. What is this? Thank you. So you with the team. No, undo doesn't work though. Yeah. Okay. Well, it doesn't work. Okay. So let me then get rid of this, and then start with another range input, and this was -10, 10. Okay. And we're going to. Okay. So then let me delete that, and then here and here. Okay, and let me redo this, and I'm going to space evenly, create component. No, I'm going to group, and this is going to be coordinates of center. Okay, beautiful. And then the box. Oh, I really like this. I'm going to do it again. I'm somewhere. Oh, where did this come from? Boom. I really like that. Okay, beautiful. All right, let's do more stuff. Well, what is this? Camera position, restore, save camera position. Nice. So if I now do blah, 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 restore camera position. Oh, that's very neat. Zoom to fit. Yes. Full screen. I can do full screen too. And then restore. That's also quite neat. I like that. Then some lighting options, which is probably not going to look great since we only have one object, right? Probably perspective, top, front, perspective, restore camera position, yes. Grid, axis, wireframe, transparent, quality, low. Okay, this is very neat. Is it possible to add points manually in the viewport itself? Ooh, good question. Let me. It doesn't look like. No, direct modeling is not possible at the moment. Okay. So it has to be purely parametric, folks. But that could be interesting, like a node that basically represents an object that you can directly manipulate in the. No, that could be an option. Okay, so what else do we have here? This is me. This is some kind of what? Oh, so what is this? What did I do there? A comment. Oh. Oh, a comment here. Oh. Hey. Oh, where did that go? Oh. Okay, did I miss the comment? Did I kill it? I don't know what I did here. So a comment. Where do comments go? Okay. Let me turn off the comment. Oh, no, I don't want it. Okay, and then configurator, what is this? Oh, so this is a preview of what this would look like in the marketplace. Ah, interesting. I should definitely put a little more work on the names of the objects. Definitely. Okay, nice. Oh, wait, and you can oh, this is very neat. So you can, if the order in which they're given is weird, you can just and turn on and off. This is the input, this is the output. If I had an output, apply sort. Oh, okay, this is very neat. Some UI color options. Okay, back. Oh, sorry, my microphone. Yes. And how do I get out of here? Oh, that's a different thing. So, rename. Test live, test one. Simple box. Okay. All right. Now, more stuff. For debug, dimension calculation, box calculation. I don't know what this is. Input. Okay. Plugins, unpinned. Math. List, material to exporter. Okay. Oops. All right. Curve editor, no, you can draw curves manually also. Okay. All right, beautiful. So new model. So what are we going to do? Test 2. Pearl necklace. So remember, we have an example somewhere in the where we draw a curve and then we subdivide it and we place spheres. So let's try something like that. Okay, so for example, there was a curve editor, twin curve, nerves curve. And 0.1. Oh, what is this? Boolean, degree 2. The points count should be greater than 1. Got 1 point. All right, so what are the curve editor? Oh, this is what Adita is talking about right now. So let me remove this. Curve editor. Oh, this is very neat. And so I get it there. Width and height, degree, 3. Oh, nice. And the curve comes out of here. And these are the coordinates of the points. So I can put that on 0, 0. What is this? To sharp point. Ooh. Wow, this is pretty neat. And this point is now locked. And I see it and I don't see it in the editor. I can remove. How do I add another point? I guess I cannot because it is a degree 2 curve. Is that true? No. Minimum for maximum. Can I add more points? And can I have the curve in 3D? Can I try dipping? Choose a didn't bring up the right curve editor. Try typing curve editor completely. You can open by double clicking the curve editor. Ah, there you go. Beautiful. So this will be here and here. And then, nice. Okay. Yeah, so maybe like a little plus sign here could help from a UI standpoint. Is this the right curve editor? Is that what you're saying? Curve editor. Yes, it's the same one. Okay. What about Z? Is it always planar? Export. How do I export? Curve control points. Ooh, nice. And I get all the points. Points with their coordinates. Interesting. I like that. Clamped, open, close. This is very sweet. Okay. All right, so we have this curve, let's say. For example, and let's close it. Yes. So that's going to be the, okay. Beautiful. So now let's, with the grid, control handles. You can also add points from inputs. From inputs? Where? Arthur, are you from the team? Are you from the Beegraphy team? I don't know where to add from inputs. I guess we can import them. But yeah. Okay. Well, it would be nice if we had the properties here as well. Okay, so then subdivide. Can we divide by count? Beautiful. Okay, divide by count. And this. And I'm going to range input. And I guess the range input, we can customize it to have a step of integer like this. And then this can be, for example, 50. And we connect here. Up, up. Yeah, I guess you cannot divide by 0, but the error message is not very helpful here. Oh, look at this. Oh, and I click on the points and it goes, look, I want to do this again. Oh, where are these points coming from? Let me check. Boom, it's this component. And boom, it's this component. Oh, MVP. Okay, and then, so now we have points. Is there a panel? Can I, panel, points, length. Oh, nice. Oh, with a little bug. That's sweet. And what is this? Debug? Oh, no. And disable. Okay, enable. So these are the coordinates. So the vectors with their coordinates. What are these vectors? Are they normals? Are they... And then the parameters is going to be the t along the curve, I assume, right? And the vectors, can I see the vectors? Can I visualize the vector? Vector by 2-point vector, deconstruct vector. How, is there a way to... Is there a way to see all the components? Is there a way, like a menu where I can just, like this? Is there a way to see all the components available for component, no, for example, how can I pin this? Ah, okay. List, material, exporter, material, so math, trigonometry, operators, list, sequence set, trees, tools. Oh, look at this. That's where the good stuff is. Surface, vector, transform, primitives, curve analysis, toolset, triangulation, Boolean, panels, solid, intersection, text, image analysis, array. Nice. Beautiful. Hey, Richard, it's been a while. How you doing? So, vectors start from origin 0, 0. I'm not sure if I understand that. So, okay, is there a way to visualize vectors? So vector, point list, reverse vector. Is there a way to render vectors? Lernic, Arthur, flip plane, transform, maybe exporter, no, texture, no. Analysis, array, image sampler, SVG to curve. Ooh, I like that. Panels, triangulation, toolset, curve plane, perpendicular plane, offset curve, join. I'm trying to find a way to visualize vectors as arrows on the... I'm not sure. Vector by 2-point, amplitude, angle vectors, cross product, vector, point oriented, barycentric, cull, duplicate points, point polar, construct point. I guess I don't see. You see the vector, you need to go to the origin. middle of the grid, you will see the vectors, but they're very tiny. I see. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Okay. Vectors are centered in 0, 0. Yeah, they are there. So yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so some way to render these and choosing where the center is, that would also be super helpful. Yeah. So that we could see them right here. Because yeah, the scale of this is actually really large. So if I do, for example, let's say that we make this a little smaller. Okay, so now everything is much closer to the origin. We have the points, yes. The vectors over here. That was actually quite nice that I changed the size of this and all the points scaled down. Add merge node, then connect the outputs of vector to the vector node. Life hack. How about the angle? I mean, another thing we could do, let's try this out actually. So we could take the coordinates of the points. We could add the coordinates of the vectors. We could create a second family of points, and then we just make a line between those 2 points, which is also a parametric. So, okay, so let me see if we can do that. So transform, vector, point, list, add, let me see, add, addition. So I'm going to add these points. It doesn't stick because addition is probably just numeric, right? Okay, so then let's try to do a vector operation here. Transform, orient vector, move. Geometry and vector. Okay. Did that work out? And now we have geometry that has been moved. And so that's going to be exactly. And then line by 2 points, the first point being this one and the second point being the moved points. And now we have this sort of, okay, I'm going to full screen here. And now we have this sort of, exactly, these lines that are representing the orientation of these vectors. Okay. And it looks to me like then what these vectors mean is the tangency of the curve. Very nice. And if I click here, I center on the, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I really like this. Okay, beautiful. Another idea, maybe a little bit of transparency on these wires so that when they overlap, I can kind of tell, because now it's gonna get messy. Yeah. Just, I'm gonna throw ideas here at the developers since we're lucky enough to have them with us today. Oh, no, not this. Okay. Beautiful. And well, so shall we finish the pearl necklace? So then we divide it by count. Okay, and now we can hide this, we can hide this, I can remove the panel, that's just for visualization, okay? And now a sphere. Sphere, whoop, a sphere in all these points. And the radius should be range input, okay? So the radius right now, we're gonna hard code it. And it's going to be 0.1. Okay. Okay. And we have, ooh, I like, I like that they're different colors. There's something nice about that. Cyclorama. Oh, I like this rendering mode. Oh, Okay, I like this mode. I wonder, can I make this a little larger? Yes. Okay. And a little larger this way? Yes. Okay. Now we're talking. Beautiful. So now, is there any way to make the rendering quality a little higher? Yes. Medium. Okay. So that this is not so okay. You have the sphere, but then the sphere, the radius of the sphere must be parametric. So we need to find the length of a curve. Is that a thing? Can we do that? Length parameter. The curve, what is the curve? The curve is here. No, I don't think this is what it is. No. I guess, wait. Oh, I guess this is going to be the length before half of the curve and the other length. So I guess if I do 0, then I get the full length and I get 0 here, right? Yeah. So then if I divide this length by divide division. Okay, so if I divide this length by this many items, I'm gonna get a 1.1, which should be this radius, which I need to divide by 2. Okay, so I'm going to do another division, and this division is going to be the number, and this is going to be the value of 2. And if I plug this in here, boom, yep, where is the top view? Top view. Ooh, I think there's something off about the bounding box zoom. Okay, but yep, we have almost tangent because we're not really calculating the tangency properly. We're just estimating it, but it's pretty much, yeah. Beautiful. Learning and false. What is why these colors? Why a red block which jumps to purple, and then there's a gradient here, but then there's a jump? How did that come about? What is the decision-making mechanism there? I find it interesting. Let me look at I haven't seen the chat for a while. Items, how about the angle not in degree, right? You can just type the number you want and it will give the range input option as well as number constant. Let me do that. No. You can just type the number you want and it will give the range input option as well as the number constant. So for example, if I do 10, number constant. Ah, okay. So then that's going to be number 2. Okay, this is much better. Yes, I agree. So this is much better here. And of course, if I do 4, yes. And this is not meant to be changed. Very good. Because the sizes are small, we think it's in millimeter, the quality is low. Scale it up and it will look better. I see. Makes sense. Curve length, there is a curve length parameter component. Colors are random, they just need to be different unless you use apply material node and choose color you want to apply it. Okay, let's give that a try. So material, apply material. Ooh, okay. Apply material, geometry, color, texture, metal. Up. Now we have a different set of. Wait, let me hide this. And now we have a different set of of randoms. Opacity, meta, geometry, color, move above, move below. Oh yeah, wait, you can change this. You can change this. Move above. Oh, nice. You can move the inputs around. Move above, move below. That's kind of neat. Is it? Yeah, why not? Number slider is like Dynamo. So cool. It is like Dynamo, you're right. It is. It does. Dynamo is also like a drop down like this. Interesting. Beautiful. Okay, so we got a pearl necklace. Can I take a break right now to say to the Beegraphy team, you are right. This is looking so much better already than the last time I used it a year ago. Like I can really see the effect of the work you've put in all of this. Yeah. You can change the default values of the port. Just click on the right part of the port name. Ah, I see. Ah, nice. Now it looks like grasshopper. Nah, let's choose. I like orange. Can we do coral? Yes. There you go. Whenever it's not connected, just click on the right part of the port name. Okay. Beautiful. So a pearl necklace. We have it. This is fantastic. All right. Oops, sorry. All right. More stuff. And we still have like 30 people in the live stream. All right, beautiful. If you just connected recently to the live stream, hello, you already know us. This is Jose Luis, Parametric Camp, and we are spending the live stream today trying this not so new anymore, but newish online parametric modeling editor called Beegraphy with a fair degree of success so far. Very nice. I also like this layout. I like the larger window. If I were to use this consistently, like for a long time, sorry. Something is slightly off with the panning. But if I were to use this, an option to click and window zoom, that would be super neat as well. Yeah, I use that a lot in other environments. And yeah, because I can't really zoom in anymore right now. But an option, I like the layout of a larger window here. Sorry, I'm covering this right now. But you see how you can extend and retract? If I were to use this for a long time, for a longer period of time, I think this would be my preferred layout. Or maybe if I'm missing Grasshopper, maybe I would do the opposite. I would just go here. Can I do that? Yeah. I would just dock it there and have it here. I think maybe I do that because I feel I'm so used to left window. Yeah, but wait. You know what? I'm gonna take this back because I don't wanna bring old Grasshopper habits to new tools. I wanna be open to. So never mind. I'm taking that back. I want to be open to new experiences. So let's just try how things feel like this. Okay. All right. So, can I export a screenshot? We said we could, right? I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the zooming right now. Okay. And where are the points? I'm going to hide these points. All right. And can I export a screenshot? Is there a way to take a screenshot of this? And then click zoom to fit to make a close-up. Ooh, I'm not getting that, Lernik. You can select an object and then click zoom to fit to make a close-up view of that object. The zoom to fit is this one. Yeah, I think the problem is that for some reason this is still stuck because I scaled this down. Remember the points were much larger, and when I scale this down for some reason in memory, I think the points are still here, so the zoom to fit it's not properly. So if I click on these spheres and I do zoom to fit, no. If I click on this object here and I do zoom to fit, still goes. Yeah, it still goes. Okay, well, just minor polishing there. Okay. Okay. And what is core? Debug, calculations, inputs, constant math. Oh, math expression. Ooh, how does this work? I like this. Can we replace this with an expression? So length, and can I rename this? Add port. Oh, add port is here. Add port, remove port, value. Can I rename this? I guess not yet. So that would be, and then if I plug this in here, and I plug this number in here, what I want to do is, oh, I froze something. Oh, it's frozen right now. Something broke. Can I? Yeah, something went haywire. Console, and there's no dump here. Let me give it a chance. Let's wait. Yeah, but it's pretty frozen. There was something about plugging this here that didn't. All right, so reload. Oh, it's gone. Oh, okay. All right, so let me fire another Chrome. If you folks have access to the back end of things, my account is under info@parametric.camp. So you can see what happened there. If you have like a debug log of some kind, you can probably go in there. Beegraphy.com. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna do this privately if you don't mind. All right, and yes, and editor. So if I do pearl necklace, oh, but now it's stuck. Okay. Yeah, it's also already. So I guess this got saved, and whatever is causing this unresponsiveness is, yeah. In safe mode, remove the info that is breaking. Okay, how do I open in safe mode? Very interesting. Is there a way to open in? Oh, very nice. Safe mode. To perform calculations, activate solver by clicking the engine button. Okay, so this was bad. So actually, let me fix that. And can I disconnect? How do I disconnect? How do I disconnect an input? Can someone help me here? Actually, I don't even need this because this should be a number 2 that I can hard code in the expression. Hold Control and click the port. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Nice. So then I'm going to click on the engine right here on the corner, resume solver. Boom, this got an error. Yes. Okay, now we have all the, all right. And now the zoom extend is actually working better now. Beautiful. So now here, the expression should be, I know I need the amount of add port. I need the amount of connections. Okay, and then this is going to be, so what do? I just type x divided by 2 times y. Is that what I do? And then I plug this in here. Beautiful. Nice. And I'm gonna go for, no, I do like the cyclorama one. Yeah, that I like better. Look at those shadows. Nice. So we have a math. Can I send you some thumbs up here? I recently tried to write code for an equation parser. So basically taking this string and turning it into an actual mathematical expression at the code level. And I was awed by how difficult it was actually. It wasn't as simple as I thought it was going to be. So good job with that, Beegraphy team. Where are you? Does twin curve also work? Factor is not working as the type is number. Yes, twin would work. All right. I'm not sure what that is about, but okay. So we have the pearl necklace. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm gonna go back to the main dashboard because Lernick mentioned this idea of safe mode, but there's a bunch of other things that are actually good. So editor safe mode. And do we get screenshots here or thumbs? Do we have to make that on purpose? Okay, so viewer, if I click on viewer, now I get the pearl necklace, and I guess there was something here to configure the configurator. Exactly. So in the configurator, this is not going to be public. Nope. The curve editor. The curve editor could be public. So, for example, let's say math expression, no. Range input is going to be number of pearls. And curve editor is control point. Beautiful. Okay. And then we go back. So now, and we can resort. I want to resort things. Yes, control points is going to be up. This is going to be applied sorting. Number of pearls, control points. So this is going to be what people will see the moment they. Okay. So if I do control points, this adapts. Beautiful. Nice. And this is very nice. And I can take a screenshot. No? Oh, no. Restore camera position. Okay. So this was the configurator. UI color, 3D viewer. Okay. Now the output list. Okay, this is important. So let's say that if I were to use the configurator, if I was to put this in the market, and I wanted people to download the pearls and perhaps also the polyline, how do I define that those are the things that should go into the download? How is there any way to say out? Output. Okay. So what is this? This now is created to add outports inside the component. Maybe this is for components that are wrapped. Is that what it is? Parametric cam, there's 2 of me. Okay. Now you need to use export nodes. Okay. Export nodes. This is so helpful to have the developers actually here. Okay. STL exporter. I see. So then I can just plug in here the geometry, and because it's STL, I probably cannot export the curve, right? And I just used the shift to add both, plug both into the same input. So that makes a lot of sense. That felt intuitive to me. And the configurator and the output list, STL exporter. Beautiful. Okay. I want to try publishing this in the market now. So, all right. So how does that work? All right. So viewer, I have the viewer. The viewer, pearl necklace, the number of pearls, the control points. And if I download this thing, export option, STL exporter, polygon density, high polygon density, done. Oh, it's happening. I'm going to open the file. Nope. And nice, folks. Here are all the spheres. Exactly. Very nice. It looks like there's a little bit of awkwardness here in the sphere. I don't know what that is about. Or maybe it's some export. I don't know. But because it's an STL, we did not export the polylines because the STL format does not accept anything that is not triangles. So if we wanted to export both things, I guess we would need to figure out a different file format. Maybe we use the OBJ exporter, maybe the DXF exporter. We would have to figure out. Let me just try DXF. Because DXF, depending on the configuration, does not allow triangles, but sometimes it does. So let's reload here. So now I'm going to download, export option, DXF. And it's crunching, it's calculating. And maybe it's not succeeding because of the problem because we added triangles. Yeah, and it's a little blocked right now. More tools, developer options. And yeah, there's some kind of error. I broke something. This is what I do, folks. I break things. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I probably, because I fed data into the DXF exporter that maybe cannot be exported as DXF, disconnect the mesh from the DXF exporter. That's probably the reason, yes. So if I export the curve now, okay, so let me reload and download and DXF exporter, yeah, and it exports right away. And then open, yep, and then we get the polyline. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so either some kind of check if the export has entities that are not valid, or I think the XF allows for triangles. So maybe that's like some feature that you may want to add at some point. Yeah, but yeah, suggestion, feature request. Okay. I agree with you, Arasto. I'm really liking the interface. It feels very natural and quite smooth. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any way to customize the background? So some way of like right-clicking and setting the options of the color of the grid, if there's a grid or not. That would be nice. I don't know. Maybe there's somewhere there. Like, what is export? Export option. Oh, yeah. So you can download right now. Ah, I see. Yeah, so if you want to bake something from here, you can't really bake. What you do is you figure out the export method, and then you just export it here. You bake with whatever you've done. So, and can we rename this? So, disable STL exporter. It would be nice. I don't know if we can do this. It would be nice to be able to rename this so that instead of DXF exporter, I can say export the thread, the braid, and here exporter for the pearls, right? Because I have to split them, you know? So that would be nice. Just change the computer or the browser to dark mode. To rename, double click on the name of the node. Oh, okay. Exporter, braid exporter. Beautiful. And so now, if I go, if I now go to the viewer and I try to download, nice. This is very nice. Yes, because now I know what can I export, which is probably how the person in the previous example, the one that said 2D or 3D, which is probably how they were exporting the, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, I want to try something else. What else do we have here? Publisher. Publish. Am I ready to publish here? Title. Uh, Pearl necklace. Let me pollute the market. Category. Jewelry. Beautiful. Up to two? No. Here. A quick test of the parametric modeler. A pearl necklace. Pop. Tags. Free paid showcase. Paid. Price for statics production ready. Choose license. Whatever. Check. Our videos at parametric cam. Woo! And then a little emoji. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to publish. Free, non-moderated. Okay, and then if I go to the market now, is it there? Oh, I don't know what it is. Okay, what about opening editor, unpublished? Can I add, how do I add an image? Can I add a screenshot? I don't know. Ideally, you better save the default camera position before publishing. Ah, I see. Okay. Published, duplicate. Okay. So let's do that. Pearl necklace published. I understand the consequences. Yes. And then here, it's on the marketplace, but to see you need to open the filters and check show non-moderated models. Okay. Solver post. Okay. Beautiful. And then perspective. Okay, so let's save this camera view here. Save camera position. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to rename this no duplicates pearl necklace. All right. And I'm going to go back to Beegraphy. Oh! Oh no, what happened? Did I kill it? Oh no! What happened? Oh no! Come back. I guess I lost it with the deleting and the... Ah, damn it. Okay. Well... Yeah, I may have messed something up. Restore camera position. Is this computer server side or client side? Ooh, I have no idea. Maybe the folks can help us here. Can I force save this somehow? Yeah, it looks like it got, yeah, I deleted it from my account somehow, and then it got lost. Okay, anyway. All right, so I think this is the time, folks. Should we finally, now that I think I got a good grasp of the tool, should we try to make the Berlin Holocaust Memorial model? And for those of you who may not be familiar, it's this, where is a good photo? This, yes. It's basically this memorial in Berlin. This thing, yes. Which we've done a lot in the channel, in other different platforms. Maybe it's published in published model tab of the workspace. No, I think I deleted it. My assets? What is this? Ah, this is the component that I created. Yeah, but the thing is, like, there is still, the model is somewhere. It's just maybe not linked to my account. So I'm going to learn it. I'm going to send it to you in case you want to take a look at what happened there. Okay? And okay. So now a new model. Berlin Holocaust Memorial. Okay. I'm excited about this. So, the way we've done it previously is that what did we do? We basically input a surface in some 3D modeler, and then we calculated the points distance to the surface. Here, because we don't have access to an actual 3D modeler that we can touch and move things around, everything is parametric, then the curvature of the Holocaust Memorial, we're going to have to define that parametrically as well. Hey, Andres, it's been a while. Victor, how are you doing? It's been testing the server setup so we can model on our phones and tablets. You can open the model, copy the notes, and paste it in the new model. Ooh, can I do that? Actually, that would be super neat. So, pearl necklace revived. Can I do that? Yay! We didn't lose it. Fantastic. Fantastic. And the viewport, I'm going to save the camera position. Okay. And we can let this go now. And we're going to go back to the dashboard, and we're here. Okay, fantastic. So we could eventually do all the configuration again and put it in the market, but let me focus on this, okay? So let's start with the grid of points. Grid, rectangular grid. Oh wait, we already have curves? Okay, that's nice. Padding, the padding, I see. And to use a bigger radius to have a better quality of the render and also the export files. But it's a client side, how computer intensive? Imagine not all devices can run it. Yeah. Okay, so the origin is going to stay at 0, 0, which is here. And then we have this. Okay, so let me add some ranges. Range input. So, so 100, 50 at increments of 1. And we're probably going to use that here. And here. I'm going to do I'm going to do X spacing. I'm going to be very OCD about this. Y spacing. All right. And then here, now I'm going to move this above. Oh, that was very neat. Range input, and this one is going to be an integers. So I'm going to do, for example, here's going to be X count. All right. Beautiful. And I'm going to copy and paste this, and this is going to be Y count. And the padding, I guess the padding is for this curve that is showing up there, which we could use because it really fits what we're trying to do. But then we don't have a lot of control because I'm going to assume that this is, yeah, an uniform padding in, yeah. So X spacing is going to, no. Let me do 10 and 10 and then 10 and 5. Okay. And actually, wait. So spacing in X. Oh, yeah, because then the padding also. Oh, I see. Yeah, no. So padding is going to be a constant because we want to. What was the. Yeah, 0 is going to be a constant because we want, and then this I'm going to hide. I just want the points. Correct. And I don't want the grid. Yeah, I just want the axis. Okay. So now I got my grid of points. Beautiful. Learning grid to your right. You can use shortcuts for the range input. Ooh. Also, you can use. Sorry, I can't really see that. So you can use Alt mouse drag for copy pasting. Alt mouse drag. Oh, what did I do there? Oh my god. Oh boy. Something did not go very well there. Let me try again. Alt. Oh, yeah, it's not working for me. It's creating a lot of copies for some reason on my system. But that's actually a very cool shortcut, actually. And then what if I do 1, 10, 20? From 1 to 20? Ah, nice. Very nice. And what if I do 1, 10.5, and then 20? And then it gives me the step. Ah, that is very smart. Beautiful. You can just write number in chooser and it offers you constant range. Looks like there is an issue on Windows computers. Ah, you guys been trying this on Macs? Yeah. A lot of the parametric wall is Windows based. Whoop. Okay. Beautiful. Can I group this? Oh, the shortcut works. Control G. Nice. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we got this, and then we're gonna do some rectangles. Rectangle, 2 points. Rectangle, 3 points. Is there a rectangle from center? Let me check. Primitives, rectangle, origin, width and length. Okay, let me try this. So I guess this is from the corner, right? Yes, it is from the corner, which is fine. In our case, it doesn't really need to be the center. So let's do box width. And then let's do box height. Or maybe box X so that it's a bit more consistent with the rest of the. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a few more in this direction. Yes. And then I'm going to shorten this a little. Okay, and we may not even need rectangles. We may not even need to see the points. Okay, so now we have the boxes. Okay, can we extrude? Yes, extrude along, extrude curve. Okay, and then the curve. There you go, beautiful. So now we have the boxes. Can we cap the entities? Yes. Wow, that was nice. Okay, so we're getting there. Okay, folks, Beegraphy people. I tried to do this a year and a half ago. It was close to impossible. So again, good job on all this development. Okay, it felt very nice and natural. Do I like the random colors? I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean, because you can always choose a different color with the, what was it? Here, the texture. And here, I'm gonna go for pink, bright pink. Yes. Okay. Let me check the chat. Uh, rectangle by center is also there. Oh, I couldn't find it, but it doesn't really matter for us. I would like to join the chat and have a lot of conversation, but I'm unfortunately unable to participate in the conversation because I am driving. Look forward to a great lecture today. Well, that was quite a long post if you're driving, math designer. So please just listen to us, wait until you get somewhere, and then you can get on the chat back. Thank you for your interest. Is there any isotrim-like components? This is so cool, Abhishek. Abhishek, hey, it's been a while. Good to see you. Is there any isotrim? I don't know. Isotrim, surface isocurves. I don't see that. Okay, but now, okay, so here's the thing now. We have to come up with a way to give these blocks some kind of variable height that also somehow resembles an undulating surface. In previous examples, as I was saying before, we've done it by literally just modeling a surface and taking the surface as an input. Here, because in Beegraphy, we can't quite import geometry, we have to generate everything parametrically. We can just come up with some rule to generate this kind of varying heights of sorts. So I'm going to, is there any shortcut for hiding and visualizing, folks? Is there any shortcut for hide and unhide, like Control Q? I don't know what I did there. Nice to meet you. I also a Beegraphy user in Korea. You can also write your own feature, which is cool. Yes. Okay. It looks like this is getting a little laggy on my end, so I'm gonna turn off the solver. Yes. I think we might be rendering a lot of geometry, so that's why it's a little laggy. I'm gonna hide this. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide this. And yeah, it's much more lean now. So it looks like the amount of geometry was lagging a little bit. Okay. We have isotherms now working. It's called solid isocurves. Okay. All right. So here in vector, we now have a hard-coded input of 10 units in Z. We need to come up with a better rule for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some kind of sine and cosine wave with the expression editor. So expression, math expression. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to take the curves, I'm going to take the origins, and I'm going to deconstruct them. Deconstruct points. Okay, so I'm going to take all these points, I'm going to deconstruct them. All right, this is going to be more of a, actually I'm going to turn this on again, and then I'm going to take the x, I'm going to take the y, and I cannot rename the port, right? It's okay. So x and y, and I'm going to come up with some mathematical expression. Oh, nice, there's a drop down with the expressions. Okay, this is pretty neat. So I'm gonna say, for example, let's say we do the sine of x times the cosine of y, for example. And this is gonna give us random numbers. And it's gonna give us, like, not random, but Okay. Yes, exactly. It's going to give us very small numbers. So I'm going to add some kind of base height. So for example, so what is the box X? Okay. I'm going to call this base box base height. And then we're going to, and also refreshing the tab may help to clean up the cache geometries and it may improve performance. Good to know. So I'm going to turn, we'll try that later. Okay, so base height, I'm going to add another input. Where do I have this? Another port. So this is going to be now Z plus blah, blah, blah. Okay? And this is not going to work great, but now let's take, so now what we can do is we can construct another point with the same X, the same Y, the Z, and this Z that we have just recalculated. And you can see that it's not quite powerful. So let me add another input here called move below, and we're going to call this, for example, wave strength. Okay, and this is going to be a smaller, so this is going to go from 1 to 0 and in increments of 0.1. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to plug this in here. This is going to be 5, for example. And we're going to multiply each one of these. Exactly. So now you can see how the moment I increase this factor, the way it's much wavier. And actually, there should be a 0 here so that we can. You see the points? Okay. Let's try connecting everything. So now we're going to do a vector from 2 points. Vector by 2 points. So the first point is going to be the points at the base. The second vector is going to be the points that we just. And what is this Boolean? Boolean, unitize output. No, we don't want to unitize the output. Okay. All right, are we ready for this? I'm going to hide these guys. You can use random numbers list. Yeah, but I don't quite want random. But actually, let's just try. Actually, we will try later. Why not? Deconstruct, math expression, wave strength. And then the vector is here. Okay, and I'm going to turn this on. Ooh, there you go. And I'm gonna hide this. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide all of this. I'm going to hide the rectangles too, because we don't need them. And then I'm going to increase the wave strength. And you see this updating here. And it's not very smooth, but that's because we're not controlling factors. So let me stop this for a second. Wave strength. I'm going to call this wave strength Z. Okay. Then I'm going to add here, add port, add another port. I'm going to move this up, and then I'm going to control wave strength in the X direction. I'm going to do wave strength in the Y direction. And I'm going to, and then I'm going to divide this by, so in the X is J, and in the Y is going to be k. Okay. All right, so then let's do number 2 here, and then let's do number 1. I like the wave in the first direction, but I think in the y, no, I like it in the x direction, but I think we need to work on the, yep. Okay, so recalculate. And something is recalculating. Yes, exactly. All right, 5. What if I do 10? Now we're talking. And I'm going to increase this by a factor of 10. Nice. And you can see that we do have something. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Beautiful. So then now, what we would do is we would set, so this is just for visualization. So I'm going to hide this. Yes, so now it's much leaner. And now here, we will basically export export STL exporter, geometry. And if I now want to export this, I choose XTL exporter, high resolution, I download this, and now I can just drop it here, and boom, ready for 3D printing. Very nice. Fantastic. That was awesome. So Arthur recommended that we try random numbers. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to, so random numbers list. Okay. So what is this? Random numbers is, so base box height. So this would be the start. This would be, actually not exactly. So let's say, yes, so this would be division, actually, no, let me expression, math expression. So this at port and this, so I'm going to do x minus y divided by 2. Okay. So that's going to be the start. The end is going to be the same, but with a plus. So that's going to be the end. The count is going to be the number of points so this is going to be the random part, and the number of points, I guess there was a list here. So list, number of elements, list item, list length. Okay, so number of points, and I'm assuming we are getting here the amount of points, correct? Which we are not, because right now we have the engine disabled and the seed is whatever, and boolean what, integer or float. If true, returns integer. No, I want floats. So I'm going to redo this solver. You can use random numbers list. Okay, so we got the solver on. Okay. And panel, what is the list? We have 120 heights. Okay. Beautiful. So then, is there a dispatch? Nice. No, actually the other way around. We need a weave. No, not a weave. So, okay. So what was this? Tree, weave, condition, conditions. What is this? Okay. Boolean to number. Is there a Boolean button? Is that a Boolean? Is there a Boolean input? This. I see. So here, if I connect this, what is conditions? String, index of condition string. Ah, I see what you mean. So range is going to be from 1 to 2 in 1 interval units. And the number is not converted to a string automatically. Text input. Okay, so let's say that I do 1. Okay, so if I do 1, any input stream. Okay. I guess what's happening here is that I'm saying this is some kind of condition that uses no. This is some kind of condition that is using, yes, so if I type here number 2, then I get bar. Okay. Which is kind of what I want. But then it would be nicer if this, instead of a string, was a Boolean. So is there a way to convert a Boolean to a number 1 or a number 2? Is there an easy way of doing that? Can I do it with an expression? Are there conditionals here? No. Okay. So let me then take a look again at what can we do here. Clean tree, trim tree, flatten, graft, weave, condition, set, list merge, shift list unions, list order, Fibonacci, duplicate, remove pattern, replace items, partition list. In 1, connect circle, in 2, rectangle, and then you choose one of the. Choose one of that it to show. In 1, connect circle, in 2, rectangle, and then you choose one. I'm not sure if I'm basically, instead of having to write here a text input, I'm trying to just because can I rename this? Because it has to be the number 1 or the number 2, but I can't quite rename this. No? Oh, I'm not understanding that. I'm sorry. So let me find a different way. So I want the opposite of this patch, actually. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I can just get away with this patch. No, I can't, actually. Well, I could. It's not very clean. And if remove pattern, sequence, duplicate, remove end. You can use Boolean converter. What is that? Boolean converter. Conditions. Description, any. Yeah, but then I can't plug the Boolean here, which is what I want. I need the opposite. I need to go from Boolean to conditions. Can I do that? String converter. String to number. No, Boolean. I need Boolean to something. Boolean to number. But I can't plug in a number here either. Has to be a string. Index of condition string. Text input, rich text editor. Where are those converters? Here. Are they here? No, exporter, tool, list, math. The number to string. Number to string. Number to string. Okay, so let's see. If I plug, can I plug a Boolean there? Ah. Okay. So, all right. I think I'm just going to try a completely different way. Is there Boolean to number? Oh, okay. So this is going to be it. Okay. Boolean converter. No. Where was the Boolean input? Here. Boolean to number and number to string. Number to string. Okay. There you go. Now we have it. Oh no, but that doesn't work. We need to add because condition, because it's number 1 and 2, we need to add the number 1. Okay, that was a little convoluted. Okay, so now constant, it was here somewhere. Constant, exactly. So this is going to be the number 1. We go in here. So now we have number 2 and number 1. Okay, there you go. And the string for number 1 is going to be this expression. And otherwise, this is going to be, and we're going to call this random wave, random heights. Okay, and then we're going to plug this. We're going to plug this in here. And we're going to turn this on. There you go, finally. Okay, I'm going to make this a little larger. So now we have either random heights, or if I turn this off, then we go back to sine mode. Is that correct? Very good. There you go. Very nice. I'm gonna do gray, right? Because I mean, the concrete. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, so I think we got this. I think this is actually going to be a pretty neat example for the video that we're going to make next week. Okay, beautiful. Where do I stand? Is there anything else? I'm going to save the view, save camera position. I'm going to go full screen. Very nice. And and we got this. And yeah, I could do a little bit more work in updating so grouping things, giving them better names, etc., etc. But I think this is a pretty good place to start. So summary. In this live stream, we've taken an initial exploratory look at the Beegraphy online parametric modeling editor. Yes. We have done we've done 3 exercises or tests. A simple box centered on an object. Then we have done the pearl necklace, and we have done the Berlin Holocaust Memorial, all of them in less than an hour, and an hour and a half maybe, including exploration. So I think that speaks to, first, the experience was actually quite fluid. I felt very comfortable and very familiar with the UI. I didn't have major questions, which means that if you're coming from a different visual programming language, I assume you're going to have a very easy time connecting with the UI and the experience model of Beegraphy. So that's a big thumbs up. For most of what we wanted to do, the components were there and the names were obvious and clear and intuitive. I had a bit of an issue with making a conditional flow chart, but that can probably be solved with a few extra components. And we did get all the way to creating the Berlin Holocaust Memorial and exporting it. And now it's ready for 3D printing, rendering, submitting it to the Beegraphy competition, whatever that looks like for you. So I don't know. I'm giving it big thumbs up. Oh, and the fact that all of this is online, browser-based, no downloads, no installs. And the fact that you can connect it to the the market, and then you can make the fact that you can connect to the market and then just place this online for people to use. I think that has tremendous value. So what is the filter? Learning, you mentioned there was a filter like non-moderated models or something. Oh yeah, here, I guess. Show filters. Production ready, not specified. All models. You said there was a filter for non-curated or non-moderated. Production ready, extra. Oh yeah, non-moderated models. Yeah. Project. Here, yes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So, and I think this is where the real power is. So the fact that you can make a model and then just automatically place it online, people can use it, people can download models, people can laser cut stuff right away. You can charge, I think, for the models. You can make them free available. We will explore that in further videos probably. This is super, super neat. Literally, my brother, Fernando, his capstone project for his industrial design degree was the prototyping of like an online marketplace of parametric models. He didn't actually develop it, but it was more like, what would this look like? What would it mean for industrial design, for do-it-yourself culture? So the fact that it's built now, finally, I think it's really, really neat. So I think we're going to leave it there for today. I think what we're going to do is that next week, we're going to go back to Beegraphy, and then we're going to, now that I am familiar with the tool and now that I have tinkered with the examples, I think we're going to record a couple videos, a couple leaner videos that are going to be more like, hey, check this out, how it works, etc. And they're going to be a bit more focused and less back and forth and less exploratory, so that people can get a quick intro to this tool, which it looks really promising for me. We're probably going to replicate maybe the pearl necklace and definitely the Berlin Holocaust Memorial, so that it's consistent with the examples that we have done in the past here in the channel. And maybe we end up making a very small playlist, like Intro to Beegraphy or something like that, right? So yeah. And hey, Lernick, hold on. Let's make things very clear. This is really, really freaking good, you know? 8.5, 9 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. And of course, work in progress, always room for improvements. I mean, Grasshopper has been in the market for 50 years now, so you can make a lot of things in 50 years, you know? So just take your time. Things take time, you know? Good things are typically slow marinated, you know? So, all right. Okay, beautiful. Any questions, comments, ideas, requests from the chat? I have a couple minutes that I can spare before I need to go back to my real life. I'm open to... All right, beautiful. Well, in that case, thanks very much, everyone. Thank you, Beegraphy team, for joining the stream today. Lernick, Bella, Adita, Arthur, I believe. You're also from the team, maybe. We haven't met. But yes, thanks a lot. And I will see you next week. And probably next week, we're going to start at our regular time. It'll probably be 9 a.m. But again, if you're new to the channel, please join our Discord server or tune in to our Instagram or subscribe to our Google Calendar. All of the links are in the description of this video if you want to know exactly when do we go live. You can also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and then you will get a notification when we go live too. All right, beautiful. Thank you, team. I'm gonna go. It was a pleasure. Bye-bye.